event His Excellency Mr. Lee Jae-bum, the Ambassador of the Republic of Korea.
Ms. Ko Mei Lee, CEO of GSC Group, Dr. Christina Yo, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Dr. Ahmad Arts and Culture, Dr. Ahmad Idam, Secretary of Culture of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. All Excellencies, distinguished guests, Selamat petang. 안녕하십니까? Thank you for joining us tonight to launch the 2021 K-Culture Festival. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, Korean culture and Korean contents are loved by people all over the world. There are many reasons why K-contents is loved so much, and I believe that Malaysia is one of the leading countries actively spreading these Korean waves. Looking back on this year, everyone, including myself, went through difficult times. But we are successfully overcoming the pandemic now. In this context, our embassy is holding this year's K-Culture Festival to appreciate and support all of you who love Korea and Korean culture and struggle to overcome global pandemic. Today's launching ceremony marks the first event of 2021 Korean Week. During this week, the embassy will present Filem Festival together with K-Play event here with the great hospitality of GSC Group. And there will be the 16th K-Speech contest on 11 December at the National University of Malaysia. Since the embassy has made great efforts to share Korean culture with our Malaysian friends, I hope many of you can enjoy all these events. For the film festival, there are 3 Korean movies selected. Minari is a movie that has received attention from many audiences around the world and has been recognized for its great acting performance. Suburb and Hypnosis are also movies of different genres which demonstrate the originality and artistry of Korean culture. After watching Korean movies for free, you can also enjoy traditional games of Korea and Malaysia. I expect Malaysia and Korea to feel more familiar while enjoying these games together. Through this year's event, I would like to cheer all of Malaysians for deeper love for Korea and strong will to overcome pandemic and return to normal life. I would like to appreciate the government of Malaysia and GSC for giving us its support. Once again, thank you for coming here, and I hope you enjoy the festival. Terima kasih. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor now to invite our guest of honor for tonight, Dr. Ahmad Idham Ahmad Nasri, to deliver his speech. Dipersilakan.
His Excellency Lee Chi-byun, the Ambassador of the Republic of Korea to Malaysia, Dr. Christina Yeo, Undersecretary of International Relations Division Culture, Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, Mrs. Ko Mei-ling, my friend, the CEO of GSC Group. It's just that today we are meeting at a different platform. Excellencies and distinguished guests, good afternoon to everybody. Allow me to express my sincere appreciation to His Excellencies, Mr. Lee Chi-byun, for inviting me to the 2021 K-Culture Festival, and it is indeed an auspicious festival to be celebrated by all. As the Secretary of Culture to the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Malaysia, I take this opportunity and this honor as a sign of support from the Embassy of Korea in Kuala Lumpur for my appointment. Rest assured, I will give my fullest cooperation with your excellencies and other embassies too, as to enhance our cooperation in the culture sphere. It is evident that in the world we are living today, very dynamic and complex, cultural diplomacy plays an important role to stabilize and harmonize not just within the country, but also across states and continents. Cultural diplomacy is part of soft power. Soft power is about influencing and attracting, but persuading and building trust, building bridges. More and more governments are investing their time and resources into building their soft powers capability. Let me quote Joseph Nye's quotations, who is an American political scientist and former United States Assistant Secretary of Defense for International Security Affairs. He said, "What is soft power? It is the ability to get what you want through attraction rather than caution or payments. It arises from the attractiveness of a country's culture, political ideals, and policies. Due to these reasons, the government of Malaysia, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, sees the importance of soft powers elements. So, my responsibility here today is to pave ways and building bridges with all of us through culture." Ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia and Korea shares a lot of similarities. The richness of cultures of the two countries are worth to be explored by all. But I personally have to admit that the K culture is making a big wave throughout the world through its creative industry and gastronomy especially. For that, I congratulate Korea for the milestone achieved in this sphere. I also take this opportunity to congratulate His Excellency, Mr. Lee Chi-byun, and the embassies of Korea in Kuala Lumpur for organizing this event despite the challenges of the prevailing pandemic. I wish to thank you, Excellencies, for your tireless effort in strengthening further the bilateral relationship between Malaysia and Korea, including in the cultural front. I look forward to have more cooperation with the Republic of Korea in the near future. And I seek for your support for Malaysia to organize similar event in Seoul, perhaps a Malaysian movie week, to showcase our local talents, creative works in Korea. My team and the Embassy of Malaysia in Seoul will work closely towards this goal. With that, I thank you, everybody. Kamsahamnida.
Thank you so much, Ramadhan. And may I ask you to remain on stage? I'd like to invite His Excellency, Madame Ha, and Ms. Komini to join our guest of honor on stage for a group photograph. We will have two photographs, the first one with masks on and the second without masks, but make sure of your social distancing and just arm's length from each other. Thank you.
อ๋อไว้แล้วครับ Alright. Yeah. Okay. Hi everybody. Look at me first, yeah. Let me wait for the stage to ready. Okay. Alright. Everybody look at me. Make sure you can see me and my camera.
Okay, we know you're smiling behind your
Yeah.
masks.
Okay. Everybody look at here. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. And then media friend here. Okay, one more again for me. Okay, yeah, one without the mask, is it?
And one more without the masks, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, now you can have your big smile. Okay, let me wait for everyone to get ready. Okay, all looking good. Alright. Here again, 1, 2, smile. Okay. More heart party. Ready? 1, 2, look at here.
Did somebody
yes.
say kimchi?
I'm hungry. Okay. All good. All good, huh? Thank you. Alright, got it.
Thank you very much, everyone. Kamsahamnida. Please release your masks. Thank you.